Hello, thank you for joining me today for Junk Journal January, prompt number 12, overlap. So today I decided on considering what I view as overlap. Could have been a flip, a pocket, a belly band, many things, but I went with collage. So I don't know if you watched my last prompt, you saw that I peeled off a bunch of washi tape and used a different one. So I wanted to use it up here before it got wrecked. So I just placed this wide washi across the one page for this prompt overlapping it over top of the original page. I found this prompt was very broad in its interpretation, so I just went with it for collage today. Made it just more relaxed and fun. And this washi is so pretty, but I do end up covering it. My goal was to overlap it with tissue and vellum paper that I had stamped on. So I'm just bringing in some tissue paper, just plain white tissue, nothing special, just crinkling it up. And then I will stamp various different images on it. I don't use them all, but I just stamp what I think I might like to use. I do use them mostly black, and then I use the peeled paint and the fire brick red, I believe it's called. So once I get them all stamped here, then I will tear them apart and kind of try to place them on my page. So this is a piece of vellum. Oh, that's the tissue, sorry. The vellum is underneath there, so you'll see the difference when you stamp on tissue paper and when you stamp on vellum. It's a little bit brighter on the vellum. So as I was going through, I found these little birds in a stamp set that I have. And that's what I decided there that I wanted to use rather than that big bird. And there was a sentiment in that stamp set as well. And I stamped it on the vellum as well. So I'm just stamping some of the roses. And then I don't use scissors, I just tear to place them on the top of the washi to overlap and to see where I would like it. So in the end, I really liked this. It was a fairly simple, kind of relaxed challenge, just tearing out the items and gluing them down with my glue stick on top of the washi. So here I'm trying to place this bird, and I decide I don't like it. So I come in with the other two little birds there, and I like them much better. If you haven't had a chance to play along yet with Junk Journal January, it's hosted by @MegJournals. I will link her video down below. That kind of has the prompt list and all the collaborators. She has someone every day doing one of the prompts for inspiration if you need it, and I will link that down below. I've enjoyed it very much. I have had to combine a couple of the prompts because a daily challenge is a little bit difficult for me, but anyway, here I am putting down that sentiment, and I couldn't really see it because there was writing in the back, so I'm just going to put down a piece of packaging paper to block that out, so when I lay down the vellum, you can see the sentiment more clearly. And I did find the vellum glued down much different than the tissue paper. The tissue paper kind of blends, like melts into the back of the page, like it's part of the page. The vellum, this one did wrinkle a little bit, but I don't mind. This book is just for me. It's an idea book of things I could do in the future. So in the end, I didn't mind. So I just continue to glue down some of these little birds. I think they're so cute. And I think I used 3 of them. It's a very simple technique to do, stamping on tissue paper and then gluing it down. It is easier to put the glue down on the page where it's going as opposed to on the back of the tissue paper though. So I'm just putting down some of the roses here, and I bring in some of this greenery that I had stamped just to add a little bit more color. My goal was to cover the whole page with a layer of tissue paper or vellum, so I've overlapped like 2 layers then onto the original page. This was fun to do. I really enjoyed it, and I would do this again, 100%. I have done it before as well. So here I am just going to stamp the day of the prompt, which is 12, but for some reason I stamp 11. So when you see the pictures, you will see I corrected it. I just stamped over top of the other one. It's just for me, as I said, this journal, so I was okay with that. So when it was all said and done, after I glued down this number, I come in with some vintage photo and just ink up around the edges and try to make it a little more distressed on the edges there. So you can see there that the background washi tape is now very muted. So it provides a background, but at the same time, it's not the focal point, which I really, really like about this technique. So I do come in also after I use the vintage photo with a white chalk crayon type thing, just making some doodles around the sentiment and just some mark making on the journal itself, journal page itself. And I also bring in my white gold, excuse me, signal pen here and just make a few little gold dots. I didn't want them to be too prominent, but I did want a little bit of that. And then I decided I wanted those birds to pop a bit more, so I come in with a marker, and I color in the flower and the birds, just so that they pop a little bit more off the page. And in the end, I'm really glad I did that. I really like how that turned out. It kind of brought them more into the forefront. So I had fun playing around with this challenge. And I decided that was all I was going to color in. I was going to color in the roses too, then I changed my mind and decided that I just wanted the birds. So I got a turquoise marker. It was too dark, so I went in with this lighter blue marker for my blue birds. And then after that, I was pretty much done. So thanks for watching today. I really enjoyed this challenge. This was overlap. So I overlapped my washi and I overlapped tissue and vellum and stamping, I guess you could say, onto this page. So yeah, it was a good one. So thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon. Bye now.